Okay, everyone, this is Kim.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kim Demers. I'm the Director of Community Services at the Blackstone Valley Advocacy Center.
Right here. Yup, him right there.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
My name is Kim Demers. I'm the Director of Community Services at the Blackstone Valley Advocacy Center. We're the local domestic violence agency that's new to covering Woonsocket. You may know us from covering Central Falls, Cumberland, Lincoln, and Pawtucket, but we have recently moved into covering Woonsocket, Providence, and Northern Rhode Island. So I'm here tonight to speak on behalf of our 4 most recent victims of domestic violence since 2020 all the way through last week with Adam Castengay. One of my goals tonight is to bring forward that everyone that I'm speaking of as a victim of domestic violence was a person. They're not just statistics, they're not just names, they're not just numbers. But also that domestic violence affects the community as a whole, and it deeply affects people's families. And we need to wrap around each other to make sure that we're providing services to those families who have been affected as well. We have a much larger job to do as a community than just to be there. Bystander intervention is incredibly important, and I am here tonight as a lifelong resident of Woonsocket saying to you all, we need to come together. If you think that you know someone who's experiencing domestic violence, ask them if they're okay. Put a name to domestic violence. Let them know you're there for them if they need something from someone.
I know that.
And also be armed with resources and referrals that you can pass along should their time come that they need help. Tonight we mourn for the families of those who have lost their lives stolen by domestic violence and for this community as a whole. Domestic violence incidents are not isolated incidences. They're a cycle that happens over time and a pattern that people oftentimes cannot recognize when you're in that situation yourself. Tonight we're here to recognize Adam Castengay, Tanya Gagnon, Erica Belcourt, and Derek Desjardins as victims of domestic violence since 2020 during this awful pandemic. These victims of domestic violence were people. They were mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, co-workers, friends, loved ones, and community members. Each of these victims deserves so much more. We honor their lives and recognize each victim and survivor not as a statistic. These are fellow Rhode Islanders who were loved and members of our community, and they're not defined by their abuse. Domestic violence affects us all and sends ripple effects throughout the whole state and our whole community. The Blackstone Valley Advocacy Center is here for you. We are open. We have remained open during the pandemic. We are working in person. If you experience domestic violence or have questions about domestic violence, or if you even just need to learn how to talk to someone to open that conversation about something you're worried about, please don't hesitate to reach out to us via our chat, our phone number, our email system, our website, and most importantly, if you can remember the Victims of Crime helpline at 1-800-494-8100. This is a statewide hotline that's answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're here for anyone, not just victims of domestic violence, sexual abuse, and hate crimes, but for anyone who's a victim of a violent crime. And in closing, as a friend, family member, co-worker, classmate, or neighbor, you may be the first to learn about or you may witness the abuse yourself. It's important to arm yourself with knowledge for looking for signs of controlling behaviors so that you can help someone identify if maybe they're in an abusive relationship. But most importantly, please remember, reach out to the victim and listen without judgment. Be ready to provide resources and support, and understand that each survivor knows their own needs and how to safely get out of that situation. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kim.